So hello guys, today I will be discussing the Leet Code Daily problem for today. So this is the question named greatest common divisor of strings. So I'll advise you to first go through the problem, try it yourself, and then come to this editorial video. So in this question we are given two strings s and t, and we say that t divides s if and only if s is some concatenation of this t some number of times. Okay, so then you are given this string str1 and str2, and you have to find the largest string x such that x divides both str1 and str2. Basically you can simplify this to say that we have to find a particular string x such that if you repeat that x some number of times, you will get both str1 and str2. Like you will suppose you repeat this x 3 times to get str1, 3 times you get this, and this is the most largest string possible. Okay, now if you look at the third example, there is no string which after which you can repeat to get this and this, so that is why I return an empty. Also I'm giving you one more case. Suppose you have a and you have the second string a. In this particular case there can be two solutions. One is a, so if you repeat this a 2 times you get this, if you repeat this a 4 times you get this. This is also a possible solution, and also this a is also possible. If you repeat this a 2 times you get this, if you repeat this a if you repeat this a 1 time you get this, if you repeat this a 2 times you get this. So both are possible, but since we are supposed to return the largest possible, so this will be our answer. Okay, so this is what you are supposed to do. And here if you look at the constraints are like both the length of the string, they can be up till 1000, and these are nothing but like English uppercase letters. Okay, so this is the question. So I'll advise you again to go through the try this question by yourself, and if you are stuck then you can come to the editorial. Okay, so now I'm assuming that you must have given enough time to this question. Okay, now what we observe here is first thing that you can do is you can follow some brute force approach for this. Like the repeating string, okay, the answer will be some subset of this, not subset, subarray from this. So it can be a, it can be ab, it can be abc. There are no other choices for that. Okay, it can be a, it can, because it has to repeat, right? After repeating this you have to get this str2, or you can say str1 also. It has to be some subarray of this str1 starting from the 0th index. Either it can be a, either it can be ab, either it can be abc, abca. Okay, so these are all the possible choices. So in a brute force solution, what you can do is consider all the subarrays starting from the 0th index. Okay, consider all those subarrays starting from the 0th index and try to see whether this particular string is an answer or not. So what you can do is, suppose you are trying for a. If you are trying for a, repeat a 3 number of times to make this string a. So if you repeat this a 3 number of times, because from this a, okay, I'm testing for this a. If you are testing for this a, so you have to make this str2. So you just have this a. So if you repeat this a 3 number of times, you get a, which is not equal to this abc. Also if you will check repeating this a 6 number of times to form this, then also it is not possible. Then you will check for ab. If you try to repeat this ab, ab will eventually fail because it is of length 2 and you cannot repeat 2 to get like so if you repeat this ab, okay, so it will be able to form the length 2, 4, 2, 4, 6 and all. How can it form a length 3? So this AB will fail in length itself. Okay, then you will check for this ABC. If you will check for this ABC, then ABC you can easily form. Then this length is 6 and this length is 3, so you have to repeat this ABC 2 times. So this length was 6. Okay, this length, like the length of ABC was 6 and the repeating string length is 3. So how many repetitions that you have to do? First you have to check whether the repeat length whether the n1 I'm saying the length of this str1, whether it divides this repeat length or not. If it do not divide the repeat length, then I can say that I cannot repeat this abc to get this n1 length. Okay, so if it is equal to 0, then you calculate how many times I have to repeat. So you have to repeat 6 divided by 3, that is 2 times. Okay, you have to repeat it 2 times. So repeat abc 2 times, and if after repetition you get the same string, then you can say yes, this string abc is possible candidate. So So basically this is the brute force solution for this. Try to make all the repeating strings and try to repeat them and test whether you can make both str1 and str2 using those repetitions. So this is the brute force solution. I'll advise you to go to code this brute force solution by yourself. Okay, or let me also do this for you, like it will not take that much of time. So okay, so first we find the length of the string. So str1 dot size, like this is the size of the first string, then this is the size, okay, this is the size of the second string. So for like I'm just swapping the values, so that like I'm just swapping the strings based on length. Otherwise I have to have some if conditions, because suppose here there is ABC and here there is ABC. So the possible candidate cannot exceed the length of the smaller string, right? Or you can handle that case in the for loop, or let us handle that case in the for loop itself. Okay, yeah, so this is n1 the size of the first string. Okay, this is the size of first string, this is the size of second string. Then our possible repeat string can be a substring, like has to be a substring from 0 index to the ith index of either str1 or str2. Okay, so you can take any of the strings to check. Let us take str2, and str2 also, like this I will be this I will go from this I will be from 0 to min of n1 comma n2, because the repeat cannot be greater than the length of the string. So if you want to form a string of length 5, you cannot repeat a string of length 6 to form a length of 5. You have to have a string of length lesser than the 5. Okay, so for int end is equal to 0, end less than min of n1 comma n2, end plus 1. So this is the end of the repeating string, and the start, we know that the start is 0 only, because start has to start from 0, because I have to repeat that. Okay, so that has to, I can repeat A, I can repeat AB, or I can repeat ABC. Here you can repeat A, you can repeat AB, you can repeat ABA, or you can repeat AB to check whether it whether after repetition of this you form str1 or str2. So we have the starting point, we have the start, we have the end. Now let us find the repeat string. So repeat string is this. So for int let us form this. You can use a substring function, or you can use a for loop for that. So for int j is equal to start, j less than equal to end, j plus plus, and repeat plus equal to, use this plus equal to. Okay, do not use this equal to repeat plus this, don't use this. The complexity of this is O of n, and the complexity of plus equal to, if you are in a string, if you are adding a character and if you are using this plus equal to, then it is O of 1. Okay, so we said that we will be using str2 of j. So this is that repeat string that we have found. Okay, now we have to check whether this repeat string is valid or not, whether this repeat string is valid or not. Okay, so we have to find whether this is valid or not. Okay, so let us find this thing, how to first validate whether it is valid or not. So first, the length of this, let us find the length of the repeat string. So it is nothing but repeat dot size. This length should divide both n1 and n2. Okay, so if length mod if n1 mod length equal to 0 and n2 mod length equal to 0. So if this length divides, if this length, the repeat length divides the length of both the strings, and both the strings str1 and then only you can repeat this string to form a length n1 and n2. So if the repeat length is 3, then you can repeat this to form a length which is a multiple of this 3, right, which is suppose 6 or 9 or 12 or 15. You cannot, using this 3, you cannot make this 5, or you cannot make something like 7. So that is why this particular n1 has to be a multiple of this 3. Okay, so if that is the case, then what we will do, if that is the case, then we'll repeat this length, repeat this repeat string that many. Suppose n1 length is 20, and the repeat length I am storing in the variable len. Repeat length is 5. Then how many times you have to repeat this string to form a length of 20? You have to repeat it 20 divided by 5, that is 4 times, right? So this is what we have to do. So this is the string 1 that we will form after repeating this repeat string this many times. What is this? This is nothing but n1 divided by length times. So this is the string that we get after repeating this repeat string these many times, and then we will compare it with the original string whether we are getting the original string or not. So this is the loop, int suppose k is equal to 1, k less than equal to n1 divided by length and k plus plus. So these many times I will repeat. So s1 plus equal to repeat. Okay, and similarly for s2 we will do the same thing. We will repeat this s2 is equal to this. For this s2 it will be n2 divided by length, and it will be s2 plus equal to repeat. Now if s1 equal to str1 and s2 equal to str2, that means that this repeat is valid. Like after repeating the repeat string that many times, I am getting the original string. After repeating the repeat string these many times, I am getting the str2, the original string. That means that this repeat is valid. Okay, so I can have one answer string here. String answer is equal to, we will initialize it with empty, and as soon as we get an answer, we'll update our answer to the repeat, because since in the loop I am iterating from 0 to the end is increasing, the start is fixed, so the length is increasing and we want the maximum length, so length is increasing only. So as soon as I get the answer, I will update it, and at the end I will just return the answer. Okay, so this is the brute force solution. Let us check. Yes, it works on the samples. Yes, it is accepted. Okay, but you can see that the time complexity is very less. So we are not just beating 5%, and the space also we are using too much. As I said, this is the brute force solution for this. We are checking for every substring starting at the 0th, like we are checking for A also, we are checking for AB also, we are checking for ABC also. So this is a very brute force solution, but it works. The complexity, if you analyze the complexity of this, here in the worst case, like this is running for n times, and this is running for n times, and in this n times, okay, in this n times I am creating a repeat, and if repeat dot length, like you can create this repeat inside the if condition, that is also fine. I am creating the repeat, and after creating the repeat I am forming this s1 and s2. So this s1 and s2 are, in order to create these also, we are taking n times. So basically it is a n square solution. Okay, it is an n square or something more than n square, but more or less it is n square only, because the length of s1 is n and the length of s2 is n only. Okay, so it is a kind of n square, because inside this loop of n we are creating two strings of length n and n. So it is n into 2n kinda, and basically it is O of n square, but this will work under the given constraints. Okay, so this is the first solution, first brute force solution that we have, first like brute force solution. Now what, now let us comment this and go to a optimized solution for this. Okay, so let us optimize this solution. So in the optimal solution, what we observe is, see, first thing that we have seen here is the repeat length. Okay, we have seen that the repeat length, this has to divide both n1 length, like both n1 and n2, where n1 is the length of the first string, n2 is the length of the second string. So repeat length has to divide n1 and n2, and also we want that the length of the repeat, like the repeat length I am calling it len. The repeat length, this should be of maximum, this should be maximum. So if I find a length if I find a number length which divides both n1 and n2, and it is also the maximum, that is nothing but your GCD. What is the definition of GCD? GCD is the maximum number which divides both n1 and n2. n1 and n2 are two numbers, say. So this GCD is that number. So I am claiming that, like, this is the greedy solution basically. I am claiming that if you take a repeat length equal to the GCD, and then if you check that the repeat string of length equal to GCD of n1 and n2, if you check check for only that string, and if you are able to make str1 and str2 using this particular string, then only this is valid, and this is the largest valid, otherwise it is not valid. Okay, so this is my claim. Also let me give a intuitive proof of why this works. Okay, so first see, if I am having a GCD, so if a value, I'm saying that the answer is the GCD length, answer is the GCD only, GCD string basically. GCD strings means the length of the repeat string. Length of the repeat string will be equal to the GCD of n1 and n2. So now if I am saying that there are two cases. Okay, if this is not the answer, then there are two cases. First case, that the right answer is greater than answer. Okay, and the second case is that right answer is less than our answer that I am claiming. This is not possible. Why this is not possible? Because if the right answer is greater than the answer, that means, see, the right answer has to divide both n1 and n2, because whatever is the answer, that has to divide n1 and n2. This is for sure, because if you have to repeat that answer string sometimes to get this n1 and n2, so it has to divide. So this we have already seen. Okay, so right answer has to divide n1 and n2, so, and it is greater than the answer. But by the definition of GCD is that GCD is the largest number which divides both n1 and n2, so there cannot be any answer which is greater than this answer which divides both n1 and n2. So this is by contradiction not possible by the definition of GCD. Okay, by the definition of GCD. Now this is this, if right answer is lesser than this answer, and this is valid and this answer is not valid. Okay, our answer is not valid and this answer is valid. So I am saying that this right answer, so this right answer has to divide n1 and n2. So this right answer divides n1 and n2. Okay, so the right answer will also divide the GCD of n1 and n2. So it will also divide the GCD of n1 and n2. So basically it is nothing but a divisor of the right answer is the divisor of answer. If it is a divisor of answer, suppose answer, I am saying that answer is AA, AB, AB, then this right answer will be some part of this, some divisor. So this is of length 4, this can be of length 2, AB. Okay, this is of length 2. So if, and this is basically AB and this is AB, AB. So if AB, AB is valid, then AB will also be valid, because this is nothing but 2 times of this is nothing but 2 times like this answer is nothing but 2 times the right answer. Okay, so if the right answer is valid, then if the answer is valid, then the right answer will be valid. If the right answer is valid, answer will be valid. Okay, so because this is just a multiple of this, okay, and I want the largest. So if the right answer is valid, then the answer will be valid. If the answer is not valid, suppose this ABAB is not valid, then anything lesser than this ABAB will also be not valid. So you can test this on some cases, but there is a 1-to-1 mapping that if this answer is not valid, if the GCD is not valid, then anything lesser than the GCD will also be not valid, because anything lesser than the GCD will be a divisor of that GCD, and if the length 4 is not valid, so a length 2 will also be not valid. So this is an intuitive proof, this is not a comprehensive mathematical proof, but I have given you some intuition why this GCD works. So now we just have to code this up. So I am saying that first we have to take n1 is equal to str.size, then n2 is equal to str2.size, then let us find the GCD. So n1 and n2. So I hope you know how to get the GCD using Euclid's algorithm. You can use a brute force algorithm also to get the GCD, but I hope you know this. So basically you can copy this, no harm in this. If B is 0, return A, else you return GCD of A, GCD of B, comma A mod B. If you want, I can make one video on this GCD also, but this is that. So I am having this GCD. Now you get the repeat string. Okay, I am saying that the repeat string will be of length G. Okay, so now let us get this repeat string. Repeat is equal to this. So I can take it from either str1 or str2, it will not matter. I just want a length G size string. So repeat plus equal to str1 of I. Now we have got the repeat string, it is of length G. Now I will make two strings, s1 and s2. And so how to make this s1? So in order to make this s1, I have to repeat it how many times? n1 divided by g times. So for int times equal to 1 times equal to n1 divided by g, this many times I have to repeat the repeat string to from str1. Okay, times plus plus. So in s1 plus equal to repeat string, and again I am forming this s2. So it has to repeat n2 divided by g times. So for int times equal to 1 times less than equal to times less than equal to n2 divided by g times plus s2 plus equal to repeat if str1 equal to s1 and str2 equal to s2, then you can directly return that repeat string. Otherwise it is not valid, so you can return an empty string here. So if it is not valid, then you can return an empty string. So this is the basic intuition. If the GCD is not working, then no string greater than this will work. If the GCD is not working, no string lesser than this will work. If GCD is working, then the lesser will work, but GCD is working, so we have to return the largest, right? So the largest is nothing but the GCD itself. So we return that directly, the GCD string, and else we return empty. So let us test this. Okay, so yes, this works. So now we are better in terms of like this is not that valid. Like you don't have to trust this always, because this all works on other factors, but we are better than most of the other cases. So last time when I submitted this, it gave me like this. I submitted the same code and it gave like this. Okay, if you want to see, I can show you that as well. So this is that. Okay, yes, so it is the same code that I wrote right now. Okay, yeah, so this is the logic. And what is the time complexity of this optimized approach? The optimized approach, we are finding the GCD can be found in log of min of that. Okay, so it is a log n factor, like log of n1 comma n2. So log of n you can consider it. So this is not much. Then the repeat string we are making, this is O of n. Okay, so basically this is O of n, and this s1 will also be of size n1. This s2 will be also of size n, like n2, and this comparison is nothing but like just O of 1. So overall it is just O of 1, O of n time complexity, and O of n in space complexity. Okay, so this is that. So this is the optimal approach, O of n in time, O of n in space, and that was the brute force one. So these are the two approaches which we have discussed for this problem. And yeah, now we are done with the today's daily problem. So if you like the video, please like, comment, subscribe my channel, and if you have any doubts, feel free to ask in the comment section.